Alright, so entry 1 of the Orphan Hunt, chapter 5 of Bible Court and the Breath of Life will drop tomorrow on the website. So I wanted to create a video to kind of explain and introduce the chapter, explain what it will be about. And so this chapter was actually inspired by Shibuya incident arc in Jujutsu Kaisen. And if anyone of you haven't watched or read Jujutsu Kaisen, in that arc, the strongest person in the whole series, that's Gojo Satoru, was sealed. He was sealed in a box. He was sealed, and everyone, all the other Jujutsu sorcerers had to fight the curses and cursed users to free him from the prison, you get. And I wanted to write something similar. I was inspired by that thing to write this chapter, you get. So my original plan was that in this chapter, Selma was going to be imprisoned, and so Babrocourt's blessing and other people will have to fight to save her, you get. But the more I started thinking about it, I was like, first of all, the first thing is that Semra is too powerful for anyone to be able to seal her, you understand? And apart from that, if Semra was the one to be sealed, that means since Babrocourt is the main character, she has to also contribute, that's fight and help to save Semra. But the thing is that so far in the book, Barbara doesn't yet have her wand and she can't use Wandless magic, or she can use Wandless magic, but Semra has made her promise not to ever use Wandless magic. You get it? So any fight she has to engage in, and since she's the main character, she has to fight many fights in the chapter, you get. And the thing is, I found a way in chapter 3, I found a way to allow her to contribute in a fight despite not being able to use magic, you understand? But that was very, very taxing, and doing that kind of strategic something in not just 1 but 2 then 3, and then all the amount of fights she's going to have to fight in this chapter was obviously going to be too much, you get. So I decided that okay, let it be Barbara O'Court that will be the one who is sealed, and other people will fight. That's obviously Semra cannot contribute in the fight since she's too powerful and there will be no tension. So I found a way to write out of the whole chapter, so everyone else is going to help to do this thing to save Barbara O'Court from the distance I see that. So the thing about what will this chapter offer you guys is that, first of all, in this chapter we'll explore the magic system more deeply, whether in terms of how the magic system will interact with itself in fight, or just we'll go deeply into different aspects of the magic system. We'll explore Blessing character more, we'll explore Margaret character. I think it's in this chapter we'll really dive deep into Margaret. The other characters that are introduced in this chapter, Ebudera, we introduce Ebudera, I think I already introduced the Transfiguration Squad in chapter 4, which was the Witch's Conundrum, but it's in this chapter that we'll get into their matter. Even Chisom that we introduced in the previous chapter will get into the matter. Then at the same time, this is the first chapter where the lesser evils, as members for the lesser evil revolution, which is Sadagras, the main villain of this book, which is his own faction. So it's in this chapter that they will first make their appearance, because they are the one who are the ones at fault for this whole thing. And at the same time, we also have the hooded men, that's the hooded man in chapter 3. These other hooded men will also come to. And the thing is that in this chapter now, the hooded men, what they want is, they want to kill Barbara O'Court, and they want to kidnap, they want to take the Obscurus. That's Ifunanya that I think the hooded man trapped in ice in a time capsule. So they want to take her back, and they also want to kill Barbara O'Court. Then the lesser evils want to kill Ifunanya, that's the Obscurus. They want to kill so that the hooded men can't get the Obscurus, and they now want to take Barbara O'Court alive. So them, they will also be beefing. Then Blessing, Margaret, Ebudera, and all of Barbara O'Court's other classmates, since they want to save both Barbara O'Court and the hooded man, it's going to be like a 3-way deadlock where everyone is fighting everyone, you understand? And the thing is, to write Semra off, what I decided to use is that the whole place will be like, there will be a curtain around the entire department where nobody is allowed to enter, you understand? So it's just I'll start dropping the chapter, you guys will see how it will be. The main thing is there will be lots of emotional there will be lots of the magic system, character development, anything you can ask for, you get. So we'll see you tomorrow.